Whoa. Waiting for everything to catch up here. There we go. Hey man. Hey Demon, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday. Oh, we're trying to get everything back on track here. We have the game paused for just a minute while we're waiting for everything to catch up, making sure everything's working today. Let me know how the audio balance is, if the music's too loud or too quiet, if you want to hear more of the music. Oh. Do something a little bit different today. Get us back into 7 Days to Die, since they keep threatening to drop Alpha 17 on us. Music balance is good? Awesome. That's what I wanted to hear. Alright. So, I'm gonna give it another minute before we start getting things going here. Because this is going to be a bit different than what we normally do. We're going to be doing a compressed time challenge. Basically, every 7 days, the first 6 days of the new week are going to lose half an hour of setting. So, May for the A17 drop. That's the rumor. They're saying, you know, 2256. That sounds more accurate. Yes. Yeah. So Joel and company have finally gotten the note not to give away or to build anticipation too much on what days they're going to drop something. So they've been playing it kind of close to the chest. They want to make sure everything is actually there and solid before they drop it this time. So yeah, like I was saying, for this playthrough, we are in completely vanilla 7 Days to Die. We are at Warrior difficulty. We are on loot respawn at 5 days, dropping just a tool belt on death. The zombies' behavior right now is default for both their feral status as well as the run status, so they will walk during the day, run at night. And as I was saying, the first 6 days of each week will lose a half hour as we progress. So the first in-game week, the first 7 days are 2-hour days. The second in-game week is the first 6 days will be an hour and a half. Horde night will be 2 hours. The third week will be, the first 6 days will be 1 hour, with the Horde night being 2 hours. Then on the fourth week, it'll be 30-minute days for the first 6 days with 2-hour Horde day. Basically, what this is to do is to simulate the fact that the hordes are starting to come faster, they're getting larger, they're getting meaner. Some of the tabs below the video seem out of date. Yeah, I know, I need to get in there and clean everything up. The rest of this week is going to be, and it's one of the reasons why I haven't been doing so much as far as recording is concerned. I'm going through and doing like new layouts and a bunch of new stuff that will hopefully be hitting both Twitch and YouTube next week. So some of the things that you see there right now will still be there, but they may be slightly different in the format and information that they're providing. I'm trying to get all of my information across all the platforms standardized. So we'll see how that goes. Hey Sharky, how you doing, buddy? So yeah, we are about there, so let's go ahead and get this party started. Now I am going to go do the quick, get everything off my menu, because we need to start gathering supplies as quickly as possible. Now, like I was saying, with the idea behind the progressive time schedule for each in-game week is that I want to have it set up so that I get less recovery time, and the zombies basically end up having more and more on-screen time. So when we get to the hordes, the 7-day hordes are going to be just absolutely brutal, because those are going to be 2-hour days. So that the the hordes are going to last, in game forever, basically. And I end up with less and less time to strategize. Now we need to get the rest of our plant fiber. I'm actually going to pick up more than what they're asking for, because it's been a while since I played vanilla, and I'm actually struggling to remember if I actually need grass fiber or the plant fiber for anything, like making ropes and such. Oh, they're coming to take me away, haha! They're coming to take me away, hee hee. That's gonna take too long. We'll wait until we have a stone axe for that. Let's go ahead and grab this stuff. Hey Kopko, thanks for the host, man. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope everybody is having a fantastic week so far and a terrific middle of the week. It is hump day here in the US. If you are somewhere else in the world, hey, whatever day it is, hopefully it's a good one for you. Alright, so we're going to grab another one of those. Like I said, I am just going to try and pick up as much of this stuff early on as I can. And what we're going to do is we're going to end up spamming all of our quests just to get through everything as fast as possible. Like I said, we do only have 2 hours this first week, and each week in game, it's going to get faster and faster. So it should be interesting. I don't think I've seen anyone actually do a challenge like this before. And I was really torn between starting the whole thing with an 1.5-hour day. But I figured if we do this for 2-hour days, it'll give us enough time to get a solid foundation that we can work from. But we will see how this all works. Go ahead and get that running now. And we're going to continue doing this, because not only do we get the melee skills up, we end up getting stats for this too, and that's important. And Demon, thanks for the bits, man. I appreciate that, buddy. Always appreciate it. Alright. So we've crafted our bedroll. We're gonna put our bedroll down because we can, and because it tells us to. And I think it's going to have us craft the axe next. Alright. Yeah. Go ahead and craft that. And now we are going to use this to grab stone, because this is obviously the fastest way to grab the stone early game. Okay, and let's go through and craft all this stuff up first. And while we're doing that way, while we're gathering stone, we've got things crafting in the background. Remember, the first rule of 7 Days to Die is to make sure you always have something crafting if you're trying to get through things as quickly as possible. Part of the other benefit of this is that since we've got everything crafting, why does it sound like I'm dropping stuff? And so while we have other things crafting, what we can do is we're gathering all this wonderful stone, and while we're gathering all the wonderful stone... Okay, so now we have to... Oh, that's right, we have to do it this way. Not that I really want to be wearing this stuff in the desert because of the heat. And we're gonna go... craft the club up. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to show you for those who don't play 7 Days to Die frequently or are not sure what the hell is going on, let me show you a little trick. But I need more feathers. I don't think I have enough feathers yet. Oh, I do. Okay. Basically, craft your arrows first. In Vanilla 7 Days to Die, your archery skill includes fletching. So as you continue to create arrows, you'll get your fletching skills, or your bow skills up, your archery skills. So when you go to make things, it'll craft them a little bit faster. But gaining skills in this game are very important, because what'll happen is that you'll end up with, as you gain skills and your skills increase in rank, you'll actually gain general XP, which will raise your character skill as well. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and craft the bow for now. Now, it used to be that when you did this, your base skill, so if your archery was, max skill level, what would happen is you would get better bows. So the old trick was to basically just do things as quickly as possible and spam craft stuff. So you'd have somebody who'd go out and gather, like 200 arrow or 200 feathers, craft 200 arrows, and you would end up be able to craft on day one a like 300 quality bow. Never underestimate rule 34. That's a good rule to have, actually. Always nice to find a free upgrade. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Let's get our melee skills up here a little bit. Now, the reason why you want to get your actual individual item skill up, talking about like archery or the clubs, is because that will increase the base damage that you can do with a weapon or with an item. Hi, let us not shoot you because we do not have enough arrows to deal with you yet. Actually, if you keep walking over those cacti... Okay, let me check my body temperature here. Right now we are at +10. It feels like 86. Oh, it'd be nice to have... See, I don't even have a UI mod on here, so we're flying blind as far as a lot of things are concerned. Alright. So let me grab this going. First rule is cardio, yes. Cardio, cardio, cardio. Why? Because if they can't catch you, they can't eat you. Alright. Needs repairs. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and, you know what? We're gonna scrap you and we're gonna craft a new one. Alright, and we're gonna craft 5 more of those up. And basically, I'm just going to keep gathering supplies as we go. And we're going to start heading towards one of the towns. That's a fairly large town over there. I'm trying to tell what type of terrain it's in. It looks like it's in green biome. So if it's in like a grasslands biome, like a good plains biome, we might be setting up camp over there. I saw a vulture. I hate vultures. And you brought me all of... Damn it. Okay. Whoa! Told you I saw a vulture. Come here, you. Ah, crap. I hate these things. Damn it. Come back here, you. Come here, you ugly turkey. Ah, crap. Cannot be affording to miss like that. These things have a tendency of actually causing you to bleed and get infected. Crap. I've only got 2 arrows left. This isn't good. Let's make sure we don't have a zombie showing up behind us. See? They tend to do that. They try to distract you. Come here, buddy. Hey, look at you. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to kill this guy really quick. Hopefully. Give me something good. You gave me a feather? Really? Alright, so I need the gore block. Where'd that gore block go? There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to harvest this and hopefully get a bone out of it. We did. We got a bone. Awesome. Because what we're going to do is we're going to make a bone shiv. Now, before you harvest any creature in the game, you want at least a bone shiv, because it will give you much more resource than if you don't. Okay, so you see how we just got all those nice, lovely feathers? We're going to go ahead and turn those directly into arrows. Of course, I ended up taking a hell of a lot more damage than I had wanted to take there. That's okay. We will deal accordingly. And then let's grab as much lumber as we can on the way in because we need to finish these quests. Because we need to make 3 of those oh so lovely wood frames. Now, because this is vanilla, are you really just a dead zombie? Nice. They have given up all hope. Oh god, that's a wolf. Do I have... I have enough to do this. Now, if you don't zoom in, you can run backwards. If you zoom in, you cannot run backwards. And when you're aiming, all you need to do is remember to aim where the point of the arrow is facing. And since they don't have smell on the meat anymore, it would be much better for me to have an actual knife. But beggars can't be choosers. And that does get us in a pretty good place now that we have a little bit of meat, because that'll actually help us heal once we do the campfire stuff. Cardio, heart attack. Yeah, Sharky, that's pretty much my my thing as well. Right, how many stones do we have left? Alright. I need to make sure we keep enough stones that we'll be able to build the campfire once we get into town. Because we haven't gotten to that point in the quest yet where we need it, so yeah. So we're going to grab a few more of these. Now, see what would be really awesome is if we found a couple of potatoes on the way into town, so that I had enough to make one into a seed. Because we've got corn, we now have meat, so all we'll need is water. And then once we have water, we could actually make a soup, or a stew rather, the meat stew. And that gives like 2 or 3 wellness at this level. It'd be awesome. Alright, so we're at 9 a.m. in game, not doing too bad. Make sure nothing is sneaking up on us. Zombies in this game do tend to like to do that. I'm thinking that's our I bet that's our trader right there. You know what? Let's go ahead and do the let's go ahead and finish the quest. We're gonna do wood frames. We're gonna make 3 of those. While that's cut and crafting down, we're gonna continue to harvest the lumber. Oh, I hear it. I heard you, you son of a... Come here, you. Damn it. Sit still and let me shoot you. There's one. All I'm trying to do is harvest a little lumber, but no, you had to come over. Had to start some, didn't you? Sheesh. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this. Five corn, 5 potatoes, 5 meat. Yep. Yeah, I know they've jacked the construction cost on it. Let's go ahead and scrap you. We're going to go and craft a new one. Because at this stage, every point counts. And scrapping and building give you a little bit more XP than repairing does. So. We're we're going to do is we're going to do the place the 3 blocks. Now, see, the way the quest line used to work is you would make the club, you would make the armor, and then you would make the axe. Then you would make the frames, make the bedroll, make a campfire, and you, because that way you were placing things or making things in the order that you need it to, in order to get things done. You know, so it's like now they've got you doing things not necessarily the best way, at least in my opinion. But you know, it's Mad Mole's game, so we play by Mad Mole's rules. Okay, now we need to make a campfire. Oh, there it is. Come on. Thank you. Alright. Thank you. And I'm waiting for it to give us... Yep, that is what I was hoping for. Now, see, ideally, what would happen is that we would have this trader here, and then we would have a second trader be our destination trader. I've had that happen before, and that's awesome when you start knowing where there's at least 2 traders. Because the more traders there are, the more places there are to sell and buy goods, the more likely you are to find things that you need. Oh, hello. Give me that, give me that. Oh, look at you, buddy. We got some yummy, yummy venison. Thunk. Alright. It's slowly coming back to me. I may have to turn the sensitivity of the mouse down. Alright. Now, normally I don't hunt the animals on day 1. Because you don't really need to. Oh, that's right, I can't harvest that. Because on day 1 you tend to find enough stuff to survive, just like going out and about in the area. And then when you come into the trader areas like this, you can actually exploit this a little bit during the day, and because you can fire through these things, you can fire through all of the fencing. So you can actually sit in here where the trader, where the area is invulnerable. Oh, it's a working. Oh, it's a functional workbench. That is awesome. Okay. A fluffy lady panda in Ark. Nice. Just remember, I call dibs on the fluffy lady pandas. And don't forget to search trash cans, because you will often find some nice stuff in there. What's funny is I actually... Oh, it's destroyed. I was hoping this one was functional, but that is nice. We already have some cobble, which means we have a working chem station. Do we have a working forge? The forge could be... In this one, the forge can be 50-50. Damn it, it's destroyed. But we don't have to make an anvil. Okay, that is rather awesome. So we're going to sell some of the stuff that we are carrying, because it's not going to do us a whole lot of good right this second. I'm going to go ahead and make as many arrows as I can. I need to pick up more stone. So what I do is I tend to loot everything in town first. Oh, damn it. Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice we picked that up. Alright. You we're going to scrap. We'll take that. We already have a helmet. What can we get rid of? We can scrap you, pick you up. So for those who have not seen me play this game before, welcome to the world of triage. No, I don't need the tree seeds yet. We're way too early game for that. We do want the cans though. You know what? I'm gonna... Normally I will tell you to hold on to cans early game, but I'm gonna scrap them for the scrap metal. What I'm looking for... Look at that. Exactly what I wanted right there. You know what? We're going to get rid of the flesh. You want to keep a hold of that as well, because there you can make fertilizer in this game, and you need the rotting flesh for it. So, and if you're playing in any of the mods, damn, look at this. All right, we don't need gunpowder yet. I do want to hold on to the coal because I can use that to burn for forges once we get to the point where we're making forges. Oh, glass pane can go away. But yeah, things like the turds and flesh chunks you want to hold on to. I will probably be playing some GTA tonight, actually. I don't know if I'll play it on stream again. Mainly because the game is fun, don't get me wrong. I actually really enjoy the game. Okay, we're going to scrap this. Wait for it to finish scrapping, then we're going to eject the lead and we're going to get the cash. Actually. Come on. There we go. Because we can sell the cash. We've already checked you, right? That's just paper. Alright, let's see what else is in here. Yeah, that's it. There might be a bird's nest upstairs, I don't remember. But yeah, like I said, I do tend to check all the trash cans. We're gonna scrap that for now. We'll go back and pick up the scrap metal here in a moment. Alright, so what are we gonna sell? We are going to sell... I need to keep this so that we can actually pick our stuff up. That change in 7 Days to Die just absolutely irritates the hell out of me. Alright, so we're gonna sell you. Do you reduce heat? You do actually reduce heat. But I'm already wearing the helmet, so... Alright, so I think that's... You're not gonna... We definitely do not have any money yet to buy stuff. So let's go ahead and... We're gonna cheat a little bit. Strategic use of assets. Okay. Well, fired a little bit too late. Alright, you know what? Screw this. Hey buddy, how you doing? Did you know he used to be a zombie until he took an arrow to the knee? Damn it, I can't get to him! You son of a... Come here, you. Oh, food. I'm actually going to eat that. Let's eat that. We're going to drink this. Let's see what we got in here. Come on, let me search it. Paper, okay. Anything good? Oh, feather. Drop you for a second, because we're going to make another arrow really quick. Okay. So we know that there's a trader here. We're going to mark, go ahead and put a waypoint here. We want Trader 1. Apparently I hit caps lock at some point. There we go. Okay, so we've gotten everything out of here that we need. We have a working workbench, which is good. Our buddy respawned, which is not necessarily so good. So we have a town over there. We've got a city over there. That's in the desert. That's in the green area. Let's go to the green area. That's my my prioritization. It's like, it's green, we'll go that way. Because that actually means that we are more likely to find stuff that we need as far as like food is concerned. Really? Couldn't just leave me alone? You had to come wandering over here. Sheesh. Blueberry seed. If we were a little later in game, that would be worth it. Alright. And I said I went to pick up more stone, so let's go ahead and grab some stone while we're standing here. What I'm also going to need to do is I need to pick up some more clay. So this is going to get interesting quickly. Where are you? Oh, raw lead. Is there anything I don't really need? You know what? Let's go ahead and drop the bones for now. Not that I really need the lead early game, but, you know, what'll happen is that I'll do this later and I won't get a single piece of lead. Yes, I agree. You should be able to get at least some of the arrows back. Like, I can understand the stone arrows not getting back. It's like, yeah, okay, that's fine. But iron and above should give increased percentage chance of showing up in the loot. You know, it's like if you fire it and you miss, okay, sure, why not, you know, whatever. But if you don't miss, like, just leave them on the, it's like, just leave them in the world for a couple of minutes. I'm just gonna go ahead and repair this for now. It's a little cheaper. So. Well, a lot of games do it. I mean, even Ark does it. If you get there fast enough, you can recover the arrows off the corpse. You just run by and pick them up. You don't always get them, so it's not like, you know, it's a net sum zero kind of thing, but alright, so we're gonna head to town. I'm gonna stop. I'm going to try to quit looting everything on the way as soon as I finish looting this. Basically, I'm only going to stop to pick up feathers at this point. We are picking up the metal because of the fact that, you know, it's, and stone, because we need both. Alright. There's clay back there. I really need to make a shovel too so we can start gathering the clay up. We're in zombie territory. You know what we haven't found yet? We haven't found a water supply, and that kind of scares me. Of course, there's another deer. Damn it, that's just a touch too close. Yes, I know you're there. You know you scared my deer. And for that alone, you deserve to die. There we go. So when I'm harvesting, if you crouch, you see that little black shadow around the edge of the screen for those who don't play. If you get discovered, right, so that's you in, that's basically you hiding. And if you get discovered while you're doing something like harvesting meat, what it'll allow you to do is, you know what? Oh, I forgot to sell that stuff. Crap. Let's eat this. We're gonna scrap that, and we'll harvest those. Okay. Now we want to run around and pick up this stuff. Yuka is your friend early game. Actually, Yuka is your friend in late game too, but just for different reasons. Yuka, Yucca, whatever you want, however you want to say it. Anything good? Scrap you. Thank you. One of the reasons for it is that not only can you use it as a food source, if you have empty jars, you can make juice out of it. And the juice does two things. It will increase your hydration, obviously, but it also provides a cooling factor. And it's a fairly significant one. So I'm going to spend a couple minutes here gathering up all this. Because for like 2 stacks of this stuff, that will allow you to survive for the better part of the first week. There's a lot of it over here too. Damn. I'm not used to seeing it this densely populated. Alright, look at that. I am kind of curious to see how they're going to deal with the nutrition factor in Alpha 17. From what I understand, they are putting that in. There's going to be the whole, you know, you have to eat different things in order to stay as healthy as possible. Alright. So that should be, how much did we end up with? Good stuff. Now, if you've ever had this stuff, it's actually like a really sweet, very juicy fruit. So it's you know, like in real life, it's good. It's a little watery, obviously. So like I said, we are trying to get as much stuff here as possible. We have lots of eggs, which is good, because that means we can make some bacon and eggs. There you go. And we will use those. We're going to drink that. Pick that up. And worst case scenario, we can make Yucca juice early. It does give you wellness, so it's not like a complete waste if you have to do this. But I would rather have the water, because with the water I can make the teas. And the tea is much more important early game, because the wellness boost you get from it is rather awesome. Green fruit you eat, an apple. Okay, so we have a full inventory. We've got corn. You know what? I'm just going to drop the cash, because the Yucca is actually more valuable than that cash. The cash will give me, like, you know, maybe 5-10 dukes. The Yucca will allow me to survive. Between the two of them, the Yucca is much more important. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and grab all this. We got really lucky with this field. Wow, did we get lucky with this field. Now, we are getting late into the day, so I do need to start considering... Hey, buddy. I do need to start considering getting into town so that we can find a place to hide for the night. Whoops. Make sure we're not being surrounded here. Come here, cheerleader. Headshot. Oh, come on. Hey, smashed his head in, and of course, he had nothing on him. Alright. So we're gonna grab a little bit more of this stuff. How much do we have now, anyway? Not quite a stack and a half. Let's grab a little bit more, because we're picking up 1 or 2 each, which is awesome. Look at you. And there is a backpack, but in order to get that, I'm gonna have to clear some zombies. No, we're not. Okay. They apparently want me to have the backpack. And yeah, I'm gonna scrap that. I'm tempted to take the shotgun barrel, but I can't make anything with it yet. So if I take it, it's going to be just scrap metal. And I think I am going to take it just for the scrap metal, honestly. Alright. And did we already loot you? Yes, that was the one we already looted. You know, so let's go ahead and scrap this thing. Did I grab you? No. Okay, you're the one I overlooked. Must get the yucca. Yes, I have a yucca addiction. Yucca, yucca, whichever. Oh, come on. You're zigging and zipping and dodging my stuff. Now, we are playing on warrior difficulty, so the zombies are a little bit harder than default. So if you're wondering why things are taking more arrows than you might be used to seeing them take, that would be why. Which is one of the reasons why I'm using the club so much as well. When you start getting up into anything higher than default, melee ends up becoming one of the best things you can use, because the melee weapons, until you get into the actual rifles, have some of the highest damage in the game. Alright, and I think we looted you already, right? Yep, okay. Okay, so we have food, we have water, we have weapons, we have... the most important thing we have is the cooking pot. Because that means we can actually start refining water as we find it. And that's another deer. Nice. Come here, you. Right about there? No. Okay, where'd you go? Let's go over here, because I don't want to scare him. Because if you scare him, you lose your ×2 multiplier for damage. There it is. And if you lose your ×2 multiplier, they're much harder to kill in one shot with a starter bow. Alright, so... now we need to find a place to set up shop here for the night. And I'm thinking one of these guys. Okay, that's locked. That one's got a basement. I don't want the house with the basement. There's a shotgun Messiah right there. I might go set up on top of the shotgun Messiah, honestly. Yeah, I think we might set up there. For a couple of reasons. One, it's right here at the transition between the two biomes. So they tend to be a little bit more on the better temperature side. We'll see how our luck holds out, though. It might be worth coming back for. We'll see. Huge stone building. Bullet casings. Alright. So let's go ahead and grab this stuff really quick. I tend to, like I said, I do tend to try to loot the stuff in the immediate area when I first get into a town. Wire tool. Short pipe, we need that. Let's go ahead and put this stuff there for now. And we're going to end up getting another pipe off a toilet, probably. Actually, you know what? Let's get upstairs. Let's get a base camp prepped first off. Alright, so we're going to go... yes, this is going to take a bit. Okay. It sounds like we have a ton of fun inside there. Okay. Somebody watch my back. A giant crane? Yeah, that's when Alpha 16 came out. These are the new POIs. That's actually the construction site is actually a I guess you could call it a theme park. You go in, there's certain areas that things spawn in, but it's a heavy raid POI. Now, because we are playing vanilla, we will be hitting a lot more of the POIs than we do normally. Ah, hello. Oh, Christ. I'm infected too, really? Son of a... she's got stuff that... Oh, this is vanilla. I can't use... So I'm trying to let them break out for me so that I can... Oh, hello, wolf. Here, buddy. Let's loot you up before anything else shows up. At least I'm not bleeding. That's the worst. When you get hit in early game and you start bleeding, oh man. You just don't have the health to take it. Hey you, how you doing? Oh, you could have stayed up there. I wouldn't have minded if you had stayed up there. You've got stuff that I can use. Damn it. Oh, it's a working forge. Yes. And that's... Oh, yeah. We need to get upstairs. Because... Oh, come on. So we need to clear the roof off. A little too high. Okay, so we're going to drop a bunch of stuff in here. Not those. Nope, not you either. Okay, Oh, hello. Now, do I have plant fiber, or did I... Oh, man, did I put the plant... I dropped the plant fiber. No, there's... Whew. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a bedroll really quick. Now, for those who don't know, putting a bedroll down will suppress the random spawns in an area. This is important because... Actually, you know what we need? We need flagstone blocks as well. How many can I make? 24. That's actually not bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put this down in the middle. If you put it in the middle of one of these places like this, what it will do is basically give you an area around here where the zombies won't spawn. So it gives you a bit of a breather. Now, this is the nice thing about vanilla. We're going to build 2 of those. Is that we don't have to worry quite so much about what we can make early on. Basically, if it's in the game, we can make it. There are a few things that are exceptions, but for the most part, I need to pick up stone. All right. Sniper parts, clothing. Oh yeah, and pick up the old chairs. You can use those as fuel. You can also use them to build defenses. Believe it or not, you can actually build a wall of chairs, and the zombies have problems pathing around them. So what we're waiting for here is for the... pick that up. We're waiting for the chests to finish. So I have to wait for the stone to finish. Once the stone's done... do I have the things to repair it? No, I don't. I need... damn it. Okay. That's okay. The chests are done, and that's important. Come on. And what we'll end up doing is we'll... you know what, for now, let's go ahead and put them over here. As you can hear, there's a bunch of people downstairs making all sorts of noise. So we're going to put our food stuff in one of these chests. Yeah, we'll keep this on us. Drop that over here too. And we'll throw everything else... yeah, drop that off, it's fine. We'll throw the rest of this crap in here. And drop you off there. Drop you in there. Drop you in there. Okay, starter chili. As I think everybody knows, you don't eat your starter chili. Eating your starter chili is bad luck. Bad juju. Yeah. And all this stuff can go in here for now. Oh, nope, you come here. We're going to keep our food and water items over here so we can find them quickly. Let me see what we're doing for both food and water. We're okay for both. Oh, temperature is dropping. Okay. Did I did put those flagstone in here. Okay. That's fine. We'll deal with that shortly. I do need to get one stone though. You have anything? Hey, look at that! We've got a stone. We can repair our axe now. And while we're doing that, now what I'm hoping for is that we find a pickaxe inside the store. But in the case that we don't, as long as I have a stone or two, I can keep making stone axes and use those to harvest, so. We do need to go hit the tool store though. Sniper rifle, yes! Look at that, day one! Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about. So here's the little trick to getting around in these stores. The inner walls tend to be wood. So what you do is you take the inner walls out instead of going through the door, and it's less hit points on the structure. And as an added bonus, you tend to be less likely to trigger sleepers. There. Yeah, I need to turn the sensitivity on my mouse down a little bit. So you do want to be careful in here, because like I said, you will get sleepers. And what will happen is if you trigger them, in here you don't have a whole lot of place to run, so it's better to not trigger them if you can. Because see, they start doing stupid stuff like that. There we go. Ooh, that's actually good. Was that honey or beer? I didn't see. I think that was beer. If that was beer, that's not as good as I was hoping, but I'll take anything I can. Damn it, it's beer. Okay. It's probably the only time you'll ever hear me say, damn it, it's beer. Alright. This is the small gun store, which is unfortunate because it means we are less likely to find good stuff in it, but we will take what we can get. Actually, I'm going to see if I wonder if there's honey in the... Okay, so we can shoot through that. And right about there, I think. Maybe a little lower. There we go. Alright, so first things first. You have nothing on you. Damn it. And we are out of arrows. So it's clubbing time. There we go. Okay, so there's a couple in there. We're gonna let them do the work for us. So keep your eye on the door, because when they break through, we're going to need to club them. Come on, guys. It's unlocked you. I guess I shouldn't complain too much, because that does keep them from opening up our own doors as well. Settle down. Alright. Of course. Nothing useful there, right? Come on. They destroyed one of the two menacing cats. Holy crap! Look at this! Dude! That is awesome! So, for the folks who are joining us, we are playing in a progressive game today. Basically, what we're going to be doing is each week in-game, the first 6 days will end up losing a half hour of daylight. Day 7 will remain at a 2-hour day for a couple of different reasons. One, it still allows me to have a little bit of time to do some repairs when we get past week 4. But more importantly, it makes the zombie hordes last much longer. So as we get further and further into the game, I get less and less rebuild time and build up time during the week. And the zombies get the zombie horde gets larger and meaner. So, dude, that was no. I will not call skill on that one. That was straight luck. That was like unbelievable luck. All I can say is I am glad that I am streaming/recording this, because there is no way in hell anybody would believe that that was legit otherwise. Okay, so we have a forge. So what we need to do is we need to start cleaning up things like this, because what we want to do is we're going to temporarily build a base here. And I am still out of arrows, so we're gonna do that. Thank you. Now don't forget, I still have not used my my level ups. So we're gonna get this. Actually, we can't pick that up yet. Alright, so is there water anywhere here? Damn it. Actually, let me check the pool, because if there's water in the pool, we can use that. And we got pipes, so we can actually make more forges. You know what? I may actually just set my initial base here and be done with it. Right. Let's go ahead and clean this stuff up. So let's drop off all of our foodstuffs again. You are technically foodstuff. Whether or not I'd actually eat you is a different question. Alright, so we're going to do... No, that we want to scrap. We're going to drop all this crap off. Look at you. Oh, nope. Drop you off too. There's 80 stones there. We'll drop this stuff off. Now I think I need... What do I need for the arrows? I need lumber, right? We'll just pick up the rest of that. Okay, so we're out of stone. I need to go grab more stone. I'm sitting here going, you know, I need more stone, and then I used all my stone and arrows. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Oh no, 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 no! Whoa, crap! That was close. Oh, alrighty then. We'll take that. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and wear this. Don't judge me. At least my character's female this time. For those who don't know, when I was doing 7 Days a Day with Grandma Shirley, my character tended to run around either naked, or the male character would run around with a skirt. So I took a job. Took my job. No judging. Good. Never judge. All right. So I have to say, this has been probably one of, like, for vanilla, this has probably been one of the most forgiving starts I've ever had. Like, hands down, bar none. I think this is quite possibly the, I don't want to say easiest, but definitely the most forgiving. Now, there should be... Oh, look at you. See, if I had a shovel... See, shovels will pick this stuff up really easily, and it'll give me the sand and stone very quickly. Which is why I need to get more lumber. And a few more stones, because I want to make a shovel. And while we're here, we may as well loot some other stuff too. Alright. Thought I heard something. Alright. Besides the music and my own heartbeat. So. And that would be the end of that. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to scrap this one now. We're going to go ahead and make another one. There's the zombie. I knew I heard somebody somewhere. Should have said it was a kilt. I actually did say it was a kilt. Because the skirt that the character was running around with was red. And my thing for it was that it was a blood-soaked kilt. So instead of having a tartan pattern on it, it was all red. You see, it's... Not to be confused with the brown one. Alright. So we want as much lumber as we can get. How close are we to our next level, by the way? Oh, we're almost at level 5. So just harvesting another like tree or two should do it for us. Okay, so it looks like our water's down to 30%. So what we'll do is we're going to harvest this tree up. And then we will head back to the base. We'll get some water brewing before we get to sundown. We actually have a lot of animal fat, so I can actually make candles, which only produce 1 heat instead of the torches like 5 heat. You only get that one on Horde Night, yeah. Well, especially in some of the mods. Man, some of the mods are just absolutely freaking brutal. All right, so I want shovel. What am I missing? I am missing plant fibers. There we go. And you're gonna go there. Come on. Alright, so we have... If you're ever looking for clay and you don't see it on the map for some reason, because I've actually had map corruptions before where you couldn't see it, look for the dry patches of brown grass like this, where you'll see a lot of cotton growing, and that tends to be clay. So if you're ever looking for it and you don't want to open your map, or you're not sure what to look for on the map, just look for patches that look like this. You'll generally see lots of cotton. You'll see this brown type grass, and you'll see the goldenrod in the middle of it. And we're gonna grab a bunch of this. Here you go. So harvesting clay is good for a couple of reasons. One, you're gonna use a lot of it in your forge. 2, doing this gets your physical stats up really, really quickly. And if you're trying to get your stats up fast, this is actually a really good way to do it. All right. But you also use a lot of this. Well, you'll use it for the flagstone and cobblestone early on, which is slightly better than the wood frames, the tier 1 wood frames that you would normally start with. Oh, hi pups! You scared the hell out of me, man. Jesus, Joseph and Mary. You, Sir Puppy. Apparently we got a delivery. Puppy is saying hello to the internet. Internet say hello to the puppy. Man, it scared the crap out of me, man. Because I'm sitting here all focused. Oh, son of a... Yeah, so the one thing I don't like about harvesting clay and stone is that you end up having to repair a lot. But you get a lot of material from it, so it's a trade-off. For a game that doesn't give me jump scares... Come on, thank you. It's like I don't get jump scares in games, but man, did that scared the crap out of me. Alright, so since we've got level 5, how much stone do we have? We got 44 stone. Let's go ahead and we're gonna spend the rest of our evening here gathering some stone before nightfall so we can get a campfire going. How much lumber do we have? We have 258 lumber. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Get a little bit more stone, that way we can make arrows through the night. And one of the things that we're going to do is try and get to level 20, I think it is, as quickly as possible. It's either 20 or 30, I don't remember which, in order to make cement. Because once we start making cement, anything that we make with cobblestone, like the flagstone, we upgrade to cobble. You can then use the mix to upgrade to the tier 1 cement. So I don't like the way you're staring at me there, buddy. Come here, you. Let's not use any more arrows than we absolutely have to. So we're at 6:30 in game. We have until 10 before they start running. We're going all the way up. Wow. Thought it was a zombie dog. Yeah, especially with the new models for the pig, the boar. That thing is brutal. The fact that they also made it aggressive is kind of funny, but I love the fact that they didn't tell anybody until they did the quick patch. It's like everyone's out hunting the pigs and suddenly the boar turns around and charges you. It's like, the hell? Trying to get our stamina back here a little bit. So for those who don't know, the lower your stamina goes, the less you harvest per swing, and the more damage your weapons or tools end up taking. So you do want to keep your stamina up fairly high if you can. We're just finishing this off, though. I'm not too worried about it. But you see how I don't get something on every swing, but early on, you'll get something back for pretty much every swing. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and scrap you again. Make another one. Now the reason I do that is so that I get stone back. So it is a diminishing return, but it adds up. So, and like I said, you get XP for crafting the weapon or crafting the tools, so it's fine. Make him aggressive, yeah. Well, you guys never played on Rongo's modded server. Rongo had Vorpal bunnies. They were the little rabbits. They moved like rabbits, so they were ridiculously fast, except they were zombie dogs for a creature type. Yeah. That was a thing. You want to talk about scaring the crap out of people. Alright. I did not want the snowberries, but that's okay. We'll take them. It's good to have them if you need them. So snowberries you can use to make a cooling drink that if you use too much of it, poisons you. There's basically a hidden cooldown on it. I think it's once. Like you can drink it once every like 3 hours or something like that. But yeah, it's toxic if you drink it. So you can actually start taking wellness hits. It's pretty funny. Well, it's pretty funny if you know about it and don't tell anybody else about it. It's not funny if it happens to you the first time. Ask me how I found out about it. Yeah, he had the battle boars, was what he called them. They were the pigs that were zombie bears. They were the well, actually it was like when they just introduced the feral zombie bears. So basically, it was the zombie bears on steroids. Okay, so let's spend the rest of the in-game day because we have a little bit of time. Because we have until 2200. Before the zombies start running. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little recon on town. Pick some stuff up as we go. This way we know what is in town and we can actually set priorities on where we're going to go for looting and things in the morning in-game. Auto parts store is a good place to begin. So for those who don't know, a lot of the POIs that have been introduced in Alpha 16 focus more on getting you out and trying to loot things. So not only to do the exploration, but they actually want you out looting stuff. Joel has been, I don't want to say pushing people towards that, but he's definitely been encouraging it in the newer alphas. So we'll see if that continues in Alpha 17. From what I've heard so far, it does to a point. Oh, look at you, working stiff tools. Glad we swung by this way, actually. Come here, you. Scrap. So this is the restaurant, which means we may find some food in here. Now, before I hit this place, I'm going to use that. And I think that just killed what was left of my thirst. Yep. Alright, so let's head back. Because I need to go grab some, I need to grab a water. I forgot to bring one with me. Said we have an apartment, or the hotel, which has the pool, so we have a water supply in the immediate area, which is good. There's a daycare, there's the construction, a lot of towers, so we actually have a lot of stuff that we can loot. And now that we know that there's a tool store in town, okay. Now you want to be sure to. So we're going to drop you really quick, pick you up because we do not want to. Come on. Ugh. Are you really? Are you serious? There. Alright, so we drop that off, drop this stuff. Said you are technically food. No, we'll scrap those. Let's grab these. We're gonna grab this. Actually, no, leave those. Everything else is crafting materials, so let's go ahead and drop all this stuff off in here. 98 feathers. And you know what? We're going to put this right there. I heard it. I heard something. Alright, so what do we got here? We got 77 arrows. We've got... let me see what our thirst is looking like. We're at 26% on thirst. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over here. Hey Terminator, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate that. Welcome to the community. Hey Sharky, if you'd be so kind as to hit the links up for Turb so that they know where they can find us over on the YouTube side as well as Discord and Twitter. Greatly appreciate it, sir. But no, seriously, thanks, man. I do appreciate that. Thank you, Sharky. And I will be getting the Twitch, both Twitch and YouTube channels updated over the weekend. I've got some ideas on things I want to do, and I just unfortunately had not had a chance to really get things done. But there should be some changes coming to both the channels here shortly. And you have already been looted. Alright, so we got that. Now, let's grab some stone out of here. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a campfire. While that's going, we're going to grab... There it is. Alright. And we're going to put this over here for right now. Actually... you know what? Let's do this really quick. We're gonna craft one of these instead. We're gonna put this right there. And we're gonna put that right there. We're gonna drop this in. Alright, so we're going to do bottled water. Let's Minute 40, we can do that. There you go. And I think we can do bacon and eggs. We can. I'm glad they changed that from the grill. It used to be that you had to have the grill in order to make that thing. Alright. So we're 2000. We know that there's a tool store over here. So that's there. So there's a tool store down here. Let's, is our inventory mostly clear? No, let's empty our inventory out really quick, and we're gonna go see if we can hit that tool store real fast. Let's grab this, grab this, grab this, and we're gonna do arrows. I'm gonna go ahead and craft up a bunch of those. And then that way we can drop the excess stuff off there. Does mean I need to go get more stone here in the morning. Ah, crap. Oh, son of a... Okay, we have a bandage. So, you know what? Let's do this. We're gonna... That one's in better shape. No, because you'll despawn. That'll be my luck. Without fail, every time. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we've got food, we got drinks. Cooking, we're actually doing pretty good. I'm gonna come back, we'll put some stuff up there so we're not so likely to fall off of that. But I want to get over to the tool store. Yeah, I'm gonna put I'm gonna do a defense around the thing. I just need to get supplies for it, and I want it to get the tool store before we get running zombies. So we may end up being out. Oh, look at that bookstore. Come here. Hey, Bubba, how you doing, buddy? Whoop. Oh, come on. That went through him on that time. There we go. Why am I stuck in slow walk? There we go. Okay, that went right through her. I mean, I understand she got some neck pad in there, but come on, really? There we go. All right. Schematic. If we're lucky, all right. It's always good to get this up. So one of the reasons I hit the bookstore first is not only for the schematics, but it also will help increase my my scavenging skill, which will increase the chance that we will find tools and higher quality tools in the tool store. Which is why we are searching everything in here. Hey, free water, always a good thing. Anybody up here? Of course, and this is where if we'd gone to the tool store first, we might have found a fire axe, which would have gotten us in here much faster, but that's okay. We will make do with what we've got. Always be careful coming into these places because there are zombies up on the roof. You may not see them, but they know you're here, so. I'm gonna grab the chairs, because chairs are always nice to have. Now we need to be watching that time. We're at 2100. At 22, they start running, so. See? Told you there was going to be somebody up here. Oh, lock chest. Bonus. Nothing. We hit the bonus round, but we hit whammies, unfortunately. Son of a... Okay, I do not want to be chased by those guys with running zombies, so we're going to get the hell back to base, see if there's anything in here. Of course not. Just do a little looting on the way, since we've got some cars over here. Might as well see what they've got in them. Also, be sure to check mailboxes. I've been finding that schematics are starting to show up in the mailboxes a lot more frequently. Fire axe. Could have used you earlier, buddy. Alright. Better late than never, I guess. So let's get ourselves back to the base before they start running, because we have to get some supplies going here. And that will be a little bit easier to do. Also want to do my level up. So, for the folks who are joining us, welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day and a terrific week. We are doing a little bit of a progression gameplay here, and you need 2 minutes exactly. So, let's grab you. You are 3 and 20. Okay, so we'll do... So we're going to let that run for a couple minutes. Actually, you know what? You're done, so... I need more food items. Your food. You can go in there for now. We'll read our recipes here in a moment. Nope, your food item. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. So you can go in there. You are going to come over here. Actually, we're going to switch you guys around. Let's grab you first. Now, when you find like really bad wrenches like this, use them until they break. Once you can't use them anymore, store them, because what you'll be able to do is use these to build workbenches. The workbench recipe, anything that requires a tool to be added, doesn't care what the durability on it is. All it cares is that you have the tool there. So what you do is you take, so if you're building like a workbench where you need a hammer and a wrench, you take the other hammers and wrenches out of your inventory and just leave your really crappy ones that you've broken already. So it'll make things much easier for you down the road. Hunting knife book. That is actually a good thing to have. A lot of scrap armor. We might be making some scrap armor here. Alright, so you got that. We're gonna grab you for now. Actually, we have those, so we're gonna go recipes because I don't feel like looking it up. And then, as I said, you use 4 fruit for this. So each fruit will give you 10 stamina, 3 fullness, which I think is actually more than it used to be. It used to be like 5 stamina and 1 fullness or something like that. So you get less stamina, but you get the hydration, and that's, you know, that's important. You also get wellness and the cooling and extinguish fire, obviously. And you should be done. Yes, you are. Okay. So now we can drop you over there. We're gonna put our actual life-saving stuff down here. We're actually gonna keep one of these on us. So beer has the added benefit that if you get into a lot of melee fights, what it will do is it'll actually make you immune to stunning. You drink too much of it though, and it'll mess with you. So moderation is key. Okay. Go here. So we already have 2 pieces of the sniper rifle, pistol, hunting rifle barrel. Alright, so let's grab this. Now what we're going to do is we are going to set this up with the idea that it's there you go. And there. Okay, that way we know exactly where this thing is, and I think I have what I need to make the hatch. I don't think the hatch requires... It's just wood. Okay. See, I've spent so much time in the mods that I can't always remember what is what's vanilla anymore, what vanilla requires. And yes, I went that way, so it opens up that way, so that when we come up here, we go boom right into the ladder. Okay. Now the next trick, let's see, are you still cloth or are you actually... Yes, you're cloth. Okay. So these are sometimes... Well, at one point these used to be cement. So... If you ever need a lot of cloth for any reason... Quick and easy way to get it. And you'll end up using a lot of cloth if you want to do early game armor. I tend to not worry about it too much, especially in this difficulty, because the difference between 1 or 2 hits isn't generally enough to keep you alive. And cloth armor is... that's basically what cloth armor does. It's 1 or 2 hits, and that's about it. I mean, there are times that 1 hit makes the difference between life and death, but for the most part, nah. If you've gotten into that situation, you have pretty much gotten yourself killed anyway, so. But this allows me to harvest... Do I have any stone on me? No. And I have no stone left. Because I made all the arrows. Okay. But we have a lot of this. Oh, this is basically done for right now. All I need is 1 stone, so let's go take a look. Now, I don't tend to use the headlamp much unless I am on camera at night, because this attracts zombies. They will see you from miles away. And what will happen is they will come running. The headlamp, I think, has the most aggro on it. I think. Don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I looked at the XML for it. But that's why I'll usually do things like, I'll pick this kind of stuff up. And, you know, let's put it over here so we... Really? 7 days to die. Alright. There we go. So we can now repair this. So once we have our tools set up and we actually have real metal tools, we'll have a pickaxe over here, we'll have a metal shovel here. And we have some time, so I'm gonna crouch. We're gonna go look at our knowledge here. We want our toolsmithing up. Let me get that up to 2. That gets us up to 100 quality. That's actually good. Weaponsmithing we want up. Science we're going to need to raise at some point, because in order to make like the generator and electrical stuff, you need to have science. Oh, miscellaneous crafting, maybe. Quicker crafting is usually a good one. So let's start at the bottom and work our way up. Battery bank, you need a blueprint for that. Fast Eddy, scavenging. I need scavenging 20. Miner 69er. This is always a good one because it gives you additional harvest. So at level 3, it'll get you, which you have to have mining tools 20. So for this one, you basically have to be using proper tools like the fire axe or shovel. I mean, I could boost it, but I don't want to waste the points on that. Bad mechanic. Oh, yeah, we'll get that. There's our construction tools. We want... We have water nearby, so I'm not so much worried about that. Yeah, I think Survivor is going to be the better investment because this will actually increase our wellness gain. So right now we get plus 5%. So if you have something that gave you, say, 100 wellness, you get 105 wellness for it. So I do think we're going to boost science up a bit. Alright. Okay. Fixer might not have been a bad one to take either. Oh, I want regular water for right now. And the reason I'm doing the regular water is that a regular water allows us to get our glasses back, where the Yucca, well, the Yucca will give us the glass back as well, but the regular water is actually easier to deal with as far as maintenance goes. All right. Okay, so we've got our skills set. We're going to go ahead and break down this. Get that back. I had some lumber left. Do I not actually have... Oh, I do. It's right there. Alright. So we go from level quality 25 to quality 100. We have actual tools. Okay. So we're going to scrap you, and we're going to go shovel. And we should have some bone in here, so we're gonna make a new shiv. All right, and that gets us started. It's actually not a bad start. So we have the pipes. I don't know if I have everything I need for the forge, though. I know I need stone. So that's leather and wood and pipe, clay. So yeah, I just need the stone. Okay, so let's go ahead and make... Remember I said early on you need the clay. And this is why you need the clay. And then we want you to convert to leather. I don't think they left... Yeah, you can't use either now. You have to use just leather. Okay. And we're going to do 20 leather. That way we can make the bellows. Once we have the bellows, then we can go harvest 50 stone, and we will make the forge. If we take the toilets in the bathroom downstairs apart, that'll give us enough to make a second forge. So counting the forge that we have downstairs, we'll actually end up with 3 forges and basically be going into day 2. So it's not too bad of a way to start the week. Molds? Oh god. Dude. Molds were awesome and horrible all at the same time. I like the fact that you used to be able to make the weapon part molds. But you know, that was also before we had the different quality levels and everything else in the game, so. Yeah, we are going to go ahead and drink one of you now. Actually, we can drink 2. Get our hydration up. Go ahead and craft 2 more of those. Before molds and during them, yeah. Yeah, molds were actually a lot of fun. They were if we could have molds and the progression system that we have now, I think the game would be a lot better balanced. I think music during the night, yeah, I know, right? We're gonna eat one more of these just because we can. Okay, so we still need stone. Stone is all we need. Okay. We're gonna need more animal hide too to make a second bellows. So you go here, you go here, you go there, and you will go here. We'll drop that right there for now. Alright, so what we're looking for, I think what we'll do is let's try shoveling some of the debris there, the broken earth. Because if the shovel gets that faster, we'll get sand and small stones. And if we can get... Okay, so that's going kind of chintzy. Yeah, this is much faster. And it's giving us construction skill, so. Yeah, at some point the shovel is actually faster for this stuff. But I think it's once you get to metal shovels. The stone shovel is the one that has a bit of a penalty. Yeah, before we go too much further. Because we only need 50. Did I loot you? Nope. Hey, another egg. That's awesome. More bacon and eggs in the near future. The good old days, yeah. Yeah, Nums was a lot of fun. He was a cool guy to just hang out with. He's actually one of the people who encouraged me to continue to actually start doing, you know, like Twitch and YouTube. So, good old days. Well, just remember, Sharky, the good old days tend to not actually be as good as we remember them. Alright. Alright, so we've got most of what we need. Let's grab that, make 70. You're empty, okay. Not seeing anybody out there. Okay. So now we pick up all this stuff. Drop that off there. We'll drop this off over here. Drop you off. Drop you off. At 20 stone. Let's go ahead and grab you. We're gonna grab you. How many arrows do I have? I have 196. Alright, so we're gonna grab this really quick. We're gonna do the unload trick. Scrap that. We're gonna put... let's put the forge, we'll put the forge right there. And since we already have an anvil, we are already one step ahead. Oh, nope. Do not want to use the anvil as fuel. Okay. We do want, however, to grab the iron. We want to grab... Yeah, we'll grab the sand, because with the sand we can actually make more glass jars. Glass. Do we have any more glass? No. Okay. We have a lot of lead, so that's not too bad. So we're gonna drop you in here. We're gonna drop you in here first. No, we don't want that. We're gonna go. Let's go 12. Gives us a nice even number. So we'll turn that on. I do like they finally put a countdown timer in here so you can see when the next one melts. That was a nice addition. Alright, so jar. What do we need for glass jar? We need clay and glass. So it takes 10 for every one. You get 5 for each one of these. Yeah, okay. That's easy enough. So when the sand is done melting, what we'll do is we'll throw 50 clay in there, because the clay gives you 5 as well. So that's 200. That'll give you 250. So you'd be able to make a crap ton of jars. And then for here, we are going to drop off. Actually, no, we want. Oh, what are we making? We're making flag. Or no, we want cobblestone rocks is what I want. And then the extra we will put in here. Oh, before I forget, I need to make the bow too. There we go. There we go. You stayed for Space Engineers? Yeah. Yeah, no, Sharky. Endems was the reason why a lot of people met each other. He was a really good guy, man. Is that sand done yet? Almost. Like 12 seconds or so. So we're gonna grab that. There you go. That should be the last of the stuff crafting. It is. So what we're gonna do, like I said, cannot believe I just did that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a small base here because I want. Let's see, it's 1, 2. Because we want something that'll be able to break line of sight for the zombies. And then I tend to leave like a small window area on some of these. Like I'll probably leave a window like here. That way I can see when it's daylight without having to, stick my head out. Alright, so we need more stone and a lot more clay. Actually, you know what we could do? We could just say the hell with it and do wood frames. How much lumber do we need for these things? It's 10, right? Oh no, it's only 2 now. Oh, that's fairly awesome. Oh, let's go 25-ish. Okay. And then what we're doing here is we're basically just building the rest of the house. That's 1, 2, so yes. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more frames. How much lumber do I have left? I've got 8 lumber, which is not going to be enough to finish this, but it'll get us part of the way there at least. All right. Or the door. Okay. Now, the zombies will stop running at 4 a.m., but we need material, so we're going to go get more material. Thankfully, we have a fire axe now. So I'm saving the fire axe for the actual trees, the little stuff like this where we're just clearing lumber out. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Now you can get a little bit of lumber back from taking down wooden structures like the doors and things. But that's kind of hit or miss as far as what you get back, so I tend to just worry about going after the actual trees. And before I forget, let's make sure our bow is loaded. There you go. So yes, you can get lumber back by taking down wood structures. G4K, the holy orbs, holy balls. Yep. Yeah, I know, it's hard to believe that, you know, only about 2 years ago, G4K was about where I was subscriber count-wise. Yeah, well, I guess closer to 3 years now, I guess. It's been about 3 years. Because when I was first starting, he was at just around 1,000 subscribers. But he's much more entertaining, so... He's a good guy. Yeah, if you're looking for basically just a quick way to get lumber, wood structures, you get a good deal of lumber back for taking down those things. Okay. So we're gonna try and get some stamina back here. This is why you want to run everywhere, so that you can get your stamina up. Your athletics is very, very important in this game. Cardio, cardio, cardio. Especially if you're out here at night when the zombies are running. Yep. Hey, we made level 6. Awesome. Okay. How much number do we have left? 180. That's actually pretty good. I might just go ahead and put a window in there, but... Now, when 7 Days to Die hit Alpha 14, I think it was? I think it was 14. They introduced environmental. So, you know how you have the whole temperature feels like thing? This actually impacts your character's performance. So it turned into a situation where a lot of people didn't like it early on, and I'll be the first to admit I'm one of them. I've never been a huge fan of it. I'll put 10 more in there. Actually, do we have something else to smelt down? We have that. Sorry, I got distracted here for a second. That'll work. Go ahead and smelt all that down. Alright. So yeah, basically what happened was they introduced it, and it caused a lot of problems for a lot of people. Because, you know, we hadn't had to deal with it before. Food and water. Food and water is technically okay. We'll go ahead and drink this just to do so. I do try to keep my food and water up over the 75% mark. Mainly because of the fact that when you get over 75%, you basically heal. So gaining health from the food you've eaten, which is rather important in this game. We're gonna grab you. Let's go ahead and get those going. We'll throw the rest of that back in there. We'll throw that in there. And you guys, I think that's enough for one more cobble. It is. Look at you. What do I need for the flagstone? Is that 4? Yeah, I need 4. Okay. So we need 2 of those. We're gonna grab one of these. Alright, and then we're going to throw the extra stuff in here for right now, just to help get it out of our inventory again. Okay, so day 1, we have a sweat lodge. We have our campfire, we have a forge, we have a second forge downstairs that we will be dealing with shortly. And we have survived day 1. Oh, it has been a long day. You know what? Let's go ahead and make, I need the cooking grill. And for the cooking grill, what do I need? Oh, I've got it. Look at that. So we're going to go ahead and make one of those. How many jars can we make? We make 13. Let's see if we can get up to 15. Oh, no, we're out of glass. Okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and craft those up. That's fine. Now, the reason I wanted to use the grill, I'll show you here shortly. Okay, so grilled meat takes 2 meat. Charred meat takes 1 meat. The difference between them in quality here, we'll cook one of these, and I will show you, versus one of those. And we're standing next to the fire, so we're going to be a little bit warm. This is a very small house. Yeah, I know, all we need is snow outside, right? Okay. So the reason why I tend to use the grilled meat over the charred meat is grilled meat gives you, or charred meat gives you 10 fullness, -5 hydration, 0.65 wellness, right? So almost just a little bit better than half a point of wellness. Grilled meat gives you 16, minus 3, and 135. So effectively, you're getting a little less than twice the fullness, but you're only losing about half the hydration, and you're getting twice the wellness. So it's a give or take. Effectively, I mean, these are going to be more efficient if you've got a water supply. As long as you've got water, this is fine. If you are looking for the bigger gains straight on, then you would use this. But if you're going for efficiency, it's going to be the charred meat. So it just comes down to whatever you're trying to do and the way you want to play the game. So charred meat, grilled meat. And then, yes, I do tend to move things around in my inventory a bit. Okay. Yeah, that should work for now. That gets us where we need to be. Infinite water still works. It's a little bit trickier than what you used to do. You need to do a 3x3 now. Do 3x3 and elevate the center block. And what you do is you just basically keep pouring the water until you get everything smooth where it's not flowing. And then it'll refill. And the reason you do by the 3x3 is that if you have a section that does go dry, you can basically keep repeating it until you have it set up again. So, but yeah, it works. Actually, setting up that may not be a bad idea. What do I do this? I need forged iron. Can I actually make forged iron? I can make forged iron. How much do I need for the bucket? I need 7. Okay, so I can make this. That's going to require a workbench, obviously. I need forged iron for that. I need 20 for that. How much do I have? Okay, we're gonna craft that up. I need clay and iron. Oh, where did I do with the clay? There it is. Scrap you, scrap you. Come on, scrap you. Keep the nail gun receiver. Hunting rifle barrels, we're gonna hold on to those. And we're gonna scrap those. I'm trying to get as much metal together as I can. Shotgun will scrap, short barrel will scrap. Garden hoe, we will scrap. And as soon as the sun comes up, when we hit 4 a.m., what we'll do is we'll go raiding the tool store. Let's see, is anything else still scrapping? Yeah, we got another 120 scrapping in there, and that's from the garden hoe. All right. A tip guide and tip and survival guide. I actually used to do the tutorials. The problem with doing tutorials specifically for like 7 Days to Die or Empyrion is that the game is under heavy development right now, and it makes it difficult for you to keep those guides up to date because a lot of stuff can change between builds. And when you start talking about a game like 7 Days to Die, where you have total conversion mods, where people basically completely rework the system, the vanilla tutorials go out of date very, very quickly. So you basically need to have a tutorial for each of the mods that you're playing on the server or on your channel. So yeah, Sharky, the way water works now is it's not like it used to be early on, where it's kind of Minecrafty, where you could place a block up against a wall here and it would just puddle down. It actually the block actually will transition from one block to another. Okay, so we have that. We should have some lumber. There we go. And we are going to make pickaxe. Craft that up. There, that's what I want. That's 2-minute crafting time. We have a fire axe, and we will let... Oh, that's why. There you go, so it's about 2 minutes on that. We're going to drop this stuff off here. Anything else? Okay. And since it's 4 a.m., the zombies are no longer running. And you guys can see a little bit easier. Let's go hit the tool store really quick. I want to do that on camera so everybody can see us looting it. There's another town over there. Holy crap. And we actually ended up with a pretty good spawn. Now, I didn't actually set the seed to anything specifically, so I'm not sure what the seed value is. You know what? I kind of want... focus, Hal. Focus. We're going tool shopping. Let's go deal with the tools first. And it's a small tool store, so... Alright. So, normally, I would go through the door. But when you're dealing with the small ones, having a way that you can get out quickly is more important. Because you see, we've got zombies inside. Oh, he moved. Hey, buddy. Alright. It's been so cold without you here. We barely said goodbye before you disappeared. So that's 33 versus... Oh yeah, this is actually faster. Figures. Alright. So part of the reason I come through the windows like that is that when the zombies break in, I know they're on their way because they're basically bashing into the door. Sounds like somebody's outside. Ah, nice. I was really hoping we would get like a nice... Come on. Okay, that was actually pretty nice. Alright. Hello. Okay, back down here we go. Come here, guys. Come on. There you go. Shoot you in the willy. Doesn't seem to be doing much. Did apparently reset the zombie though. Come here, buddy. Give me something good. Something good. Big money. Ah, yeah, that was actually not bad. I'm always hesitant to pick up the the cooking pots like that, because Joel, in his ultimate wisdom to troll us, put in exploding ones. So every once in a while, you'll be out in the wilderness, and one of those things will explode in your face. So yeah, be careful of that. Oh, hello. Ooh, crossbow blueprint. We are going to go ahead and read that. See if we can find anything here. Oh, come on, up the ladder. Get up the ladder, please. Thank you. Sheesh. My character seems to be climbingly challenged. There we go. Come on, big money, no whammies. Ah, crap. Yeah, nothing over there. Alright. Oh, hell yeah. Whoa, hello! He decided to respawn, okay. Whoa, crap. You see what I was saying about close quarter combat? Come on, Big Mama. Get off the stuff, please. Why am I stuck crawling? There you go. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. This is bad. This is bad. Oh, come on. Her and her neck of invulnerability, man. Swear. Ah, handlebars. Those are always nice to find. Alright. There we go. It doesn't always work, but when it does... Chainsaw! Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Of course, I have no fuel to use with it, but that's okay. Alright. So we're gonna head this way. Since we have a new day, we have plenty of time to go exploring, see what we can find in town. See if there's anything worth the damn. I generally dislike finding the small tool stores early on, because those generally tell me that the town is going to be kind of crap. Oh, hello. I thought I heard something. It was damn music. There we go. Level 7. Look at that. My inventory already full, really? Wow. Holy crap. You know what? We'll scrap you. Scrap you. Scrap you. I don't really use those. We'll scrap you so you break down a little bit easier. We're gonna read you. Anything else? I'm not planning on doing too much with shotgun shells, at least early on. And paper is one of those things that you can find fairly easily. It's a store. Ostrich Hotel. Those are always fun. We're going to need to be making a new club here soon. And as I was saying about gas, always an easy thing to find in some of these towns. So. When your food's more excited than you and tends to blow up. Yes, thank you, Mad Mole, for that. So basically what the cooking pot traps are, the exploding cooking pot, is Mad Mole's way of helping cater to the PvP guys a bit. So what he did was people wanted more ways of messing with each other in PvP, and that was his compromise to it, because he actually likes the PvP aspects of the game. Are you broken? You are broken. And nothing in it. Figures. My particular stance on it is that the PvP in this game, and specifically on open servers, is a little stilted because of the fact that if you are playing longer than somebody else, the odds are your character is going to be much higher level. And being much higher level in this game actually means something. This game was never set up around the idea of being balanced in that nature. Come on. But it is what it is. Alright. And she's dead. She's dead. Man, this is good stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to loot this stuff up. I'm not going to be able to pick up most of it. You know, we'll pick up what we can, obviously, and then we'll come back with a free and clear inventory. But this way we get the skill ups from doing the looting, even if we can't necessarily pick up the goods. And that way when we come back through, loot is set on a 5-day respawn for this particular playthrough. Oh, look at you. Mini bike parts. Oh, we're definitely coming back for this stuff. Oh yeah, like I was saying, we're on a 5-day respawn for loot. So if we don't make it back by day 7, when we come back we'll be able to loot everything and the containers will refill. Oh, we got... Ooh, that was close. Okay. We've got most of a mini bike here. I just need the frame and the wheels. Hey buddy, how you doing? I'll even help you out. Hello. Look. He was apparently a ballerina at one point in his life. Oh crap. Will you? Dude. You are an annoying zombie. Bad zombie. Give me your loot. Really? You know what? That's one of the few times you will probably ever see me drop a feather. And I dropped it specifically for the alcohol because we need that later on for making health kits as well as making fuel. Oh, SMG. Nice. I could use that. I could use that too. Is there anything in here I don't actually need right this second? You know what? Let's scrap you. Scrap you and pick you up. And we'll have to come back through and crack open some of this stuff. But I do want to continue on, see what else we've got going on out here. We might find something useful. I know, right? And I try not to break the brass stuff down if I don't need to, because you get more from it as a for material wise when you throw it into the forge. But we've gotten to the point where we kind of need to. Can I not scrap that? Okay, what do we have scrapping? We've got brass scrapping in another minute. Okay, we'll come back for that. It's fine. Hey look, buzzard. Hey, you. What are you doing down there? Mr. Tryhard? You'll need to try a little harder. Oh, there's a popping pill. Medical room is always a nice thing to find. Or medical supply shop, I should say. Alright. Oh, Kraken Book headquarters. Oh, those are nice. Okay, I am starting to reassess the value of this town. Looking for the bird. Alright, let's go see what else is in this town. Having a full inventory is slowing us down here a little bit. I want to be looting all the stuff. Looks like there's houses back on this side. Is this residential back here? Oh, this is broken residential back here. Okay. Some of the old houses. Always fun to see those things come back. Alright, so do we still have one spot open? We do. You know what? Let's get a little bit of stamina back. We're gonna go this way. So I'm kind of curious to see what else is here. We've got the construction site, we've got a bunch of the towers, because that's the pharmaceutical tower. We have the Crack-a-Book tower. We have a Poppin' Pills over there. And it looks like we've got some houses over here. Hey, Demon, thanks for the bits, man. Appreciate it, buddy. Ortal, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. I know, back in 7 Days to Die, right? You out, Demon? Okay, man. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you have a fantastic night. Enjoy the rest of your week as well. You missed the old bees? No, I am. The one thing that I did like about the wasps more than the vultures is that the wasps tend to fly in straight lines, where the vultures kind of dodge a lot. Like, annoyingly so. Okay, so we've already looted this. Okay, so we're back to where we started. So this town is actually fairly small, which is fine. I'm not that worried about the size of the town. Oh, come on, really? On the 50% water. There's a shirt. Actually, we're going to wear that, because that drops our temperature a bit. Okay, so let's go drop some stuff off. What I'm thinking we may do is I may do a little bit of harvesting. So we can make more storage boxes, because we're going to need some for... I'm thinking this is going to be our first hoard area, because it gives us a bit of freedom. You're going in there. You're going in there. We're going to take you. And it's not like the shotgun messiahs. I don't tend to do a lot of things with them. Scrap you. No, really, scrap you. Drop you off. I'm gonna drop all this stuff off. You are water. Okay. So coin. The money's going over here. Drop that. Drop this. Okay. Electric relays, always a nice thing to find. We're going to hold on to that because we're going to need the scrap here in a bit. Actually, you know what? It is actually better like that, I think. Alright, and we're going to drop one of these in here for fuel. Turn this thing on. Let's get some more forged iron going. And basically what we're doing is just trying to stack it up so that we can get this stuff going as quickly as possible. There you go. So if you didn't notice, there's a little bit of a glitch here. If you use broken glass melts in 5 seconds. Plain plates of glass melt in 10. What you do is you drop a broken glass in and then quickly swap out the plate glass, and you just keep swapping them back and forth. And you can get the stuff melted in half the time. Okay, so we have that. We're gonna make. Where is our motor? So we're gonna make a fire axe. And can we make a bucket? We can make a bucket. So we can actually go ahead and make the water supply. And I'm gonna queue up a couple of frames. I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. Can I make 8? Oh, I can make 44. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we've got about 5 minutes worth of crafting queued up there. While we are here, let's go ahead and eat one of these. Actually, we're going to eat grilled. Hydration's 15, so this is better hydration. Alright. Give honey? Yeah, alright. Man, it would be nice if... I need to figure out how to get that working. So for those who don't know, there are scripts that you can use that will allow you to have... so basically, you know how we have the loyalty points in the Twitch chat? We can... if I scrap you, what do I get? Do I get enough back to make another X? Doesn't matter, because my crafting queue is full. Okay. But yeah, so basically there's a script that you can use that will allow you to do things where you'd be able to have, like, you guys would be able to use those points to send me things. It could be beneficial, it could be detrimental. Basically, some of the things you can do is like spawn zombies, you know, spawn like food or whatever, and it puts it directly into my inventory. Or if you spawn a creature, it'll spawn it in close proximity. So we got another 50 seconds there. So we're going to start taking this stuff down. But yeah, it's just a different way for folks to play around in the chat. Yeah, Sharky, you're falling in rank, buddy. Alright. Well, you know, if you want to spawn like zombie bears, that'll be like 3,000 points or something, you know. But in situations like this where we're just sitting here doing a little bit of resource gathering, it give folks a way of, you know, having some fun with it. Okay, so you are missing parts. We're gonna go ahead and scrap you because you are really worth more to us as raw metal than anything else at this point. Yeah. There you go. Mining tools, level 3. Now, let's get some stamina back. Actually, drink that because that gives us a lot of stamina back. And gives us a decent amount of hydration. And cools us down. So as you notice, we are now getting more material back and a little bit faster. So this is one of the reasons why you want to try and get your tools upgraded as fast as possible. Well, thankfully there are no ogres in the game. About the biggest thing you'd be able to spawn would be a feral zombie bear. And that thing is going to, if I do find out how to get that script to work the way I want it to work, that'll be an expensive spawn. As would the feral zombies. But yeah, I mean, it's like, it's straight up legit on, you know. Because I basically, I get to set what the cost is and what the items are that you'd be able to spawn in. And I would set it so that, you know, I'd have some minor beneficial stuff, some better beneficial stuff, and then, you know, minor inconveniences as far as, like, hostile zombies are concerned. Need to get these skills up as fast as possible, though. Okay, so we're waiting for that. Bucket is done. Is that water down there? I can't tell if that's water down there or not. Looks like it might be. No, that's desert. That's the way we came from, isn't it? Yeah, that's desert. So we started over here, went all the way up through all this. Not too bad. Bears like tuna. Exactly. It would be nice, Sharky, but like I said, somebody's already got the script out there. It's just getting a copy of it and getting it set up. Basically, what I have to do is turn this into a multiplayer game, turn this save into multiplayer. Load it up on a dedicated server, and then have the bot would have a basically like a telnet access to it, to the server, and it just runs as a script on there. So. Alright, so what we're going to do is let's run over to the hotel again. I thought I heard a vulture. Damn things have me paranoid. Alright. Yeah, and then like I was saying, with this place, what we'll probably do is we'll probably put the claim block down. So we can pick up the forges and such. We'll empty everything out once we're done and ready to go. Right. I mean, I don't really need to make a water supply. It just means if I have one at the base, I don't have to run over here to get stuff all the time. Alright, so we're going to swap you with you. Hey Bubba, how you doing? You one big zombie. Apparently, we have street cleaning going on today. Of course it is. Just on general principle. Hey, look at that, level 8. Now, I do have the zombie set for 64 on Horde Night. But I may... we'll see how the first Horde goes. I'm trying to decide on whether or not I want to increase the zombie difficulty. You're locked. Let's see, are any of you unlocked? You're all locked, you're locked. Anything good? Yeah, empty bottle. You're locked. You're locked. 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 Maybe. I think everything's locked, isn't it? Locked. See, I don't want to waste the time breaking through these things. I guess it's not too bad. Something sounds juicy. Hey, shotgun shells! And a lot more chairs. And as you saw, these things are like 3 minutes each. 3.5 minutes each. That's a... Huh. That is a lot of burn time, so... I guess we can... Since a bunch of these fools have already started cracking stuff open for us. No, they're doing some work outside. My windows are open so you can hear them. I apologize for the noise. I will go deal with this shortly. Nothing following us, right? No, no. I'm actually surprised we have not found a pistol in any one of these toilets yet. You scrap. You know what? We'll take that. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Come here, hop along. Alright. I was joking with that name, but hey, you know, I'll take it. It's all good. Locked. Locked. It's always nice when they open the door for me. I don't care about you. Nothing good. You know what? I'm gonna scrap that. Ah, sure says right. Okay. And so if you ever need springs and metal bars, those beds, awesome source of it. And we got more poop. Another way to make fertilizer. You know what? I'm gonna drop that. We're gonna take the glue. Oh crap. You scrap. Do we have anything that we can... I could scrap those down, I guess. You know... Oh, I don't really want to use that right this second. Oh, pine cones. Drop that. Take the oil. Again, you always want to be thinking about what you need later in the game and balance it with your immediate needs. So I'm looking at the oil because eventually we will need that for the making of gasoline. Oh, hello. Come here, you. Come here, Bo. Get your butt over here. Oh, come on. Really? We're at 10 a.m., so I think we may have had a small roaming horde come through. Okay, that's getting really annoying. All right, let me deal with that really quick. Wow, that got annoying quick. Trying to get this stuff done. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh, come on. I might need to change weapons so that... There we go. That's a little bit better. Now we can actually see where we're aiming. I hate when they don't drop anything. Alright. Speaking of dropping stuff, let's go drop some stuff off. And I am going to need to do a lot of resourcing. So first things first. You go over there. You come over here. We are going to drop off all of our food-like items. That is all the food-like items. Drop. Oh, nope. Where'd you go? There you are. All this stuff can go in here for right now. There. You go in there. What did we build the 8 frames for? Oh, that's right. Because I left the water in my inventory, right? Okay. So what we're going to do is, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right. And I need one more frame. We'll show you how. There we go. Now, you'll hear people do different things. One of the things that you want to do is have this basically be 2 blocks tall. So what some people will do is they'll put like a block of dirt here. I'll show you what happens. I'm going to be making a actual shovel here shortly. There we go. Alright, so let's go here. I need forest ground. Doesn't really matter, forest or grassy. I need 8 pieces, and I got 7. Son of a... Can you get off the door, please? Thank you. Ah. There we go. That's fine. Now, the reason I want to use the grassy ground is because you can actually plant in it as well. We're going to craft that. Now, each of the different ground types are good for different things. That system has never really been fleshed out that well. So basically you just use grassy ground or forest ground for everything. Alright. Now what you do is you take your block of water and you go like that. You see how it all flows downhill, right? So you pick it up, you do it again. Pick it up, do it again. And eventually, if you do it enough, it'll start filling everything in for you. Now, if you come over here and you say, like so, you see how it flowed back in? So you now have effectively a perpetual thing of water. And that will stay every time. There you go. And then just keep your water bucket off to the side. So if you, in case you have to come back and do it again, you can. But for the most part, that should do it. You know, we're gonna do. What do we need for that many? 352. Give me a chair. Where have our chair? Where's gone? There they are. We'll grab 2 of those. Yeah, that's fine. Cook all that off. You are going to get a chair. Turn that on. Now we want to grab the iron out of here. We have lumber on us. We're going to make a shovel really quickly. We're going to keep our good stuff down here, like the actual crafting materials down here, so we can keep one of those on us. We're going to drop the rest of these off. And I think that is going to about do it for us. Let's see here. Let's see what we have for clubs. Oh, so we could make that. 16 forged iron and 10 wood. We might be making barbed clubs. Now, like I said, this is going to be a progressive game system, so as we go through each of the weeks, each of the first 6 days of that week is going to lose a half hour of time. But I am going to go ahead and call this one here. If you want to see more of this series, you can feel free to join us over on the YouTube side of the house. We will be doing the regular updates. I'm going to be doing at least 3 episodes of this a week starting next Monday. So you'll have it at least Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if not Monday through Friday. I'm gonna try to do Monday through Friday, but I think it's probably gonna fall to Monday, Wednesday, Friday because especially early on, because it is still a 2-hour normal day. But after the first week, it should accelerate a lot faster. So on that note, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Have a terrific rest of your week. And yeah, as always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Oh, now to go get all of our resourcing done.